Good morning again. It's 9:25, and it is time for Basic Brian's news. Take it away, Basic Brian.
All right, I'll start with the biggest news we have right now, which I'm sure is shocking the nation as much as it shocked me this morning. Mila Kunis is being charged. Well, allegedly, she's being sued by a woman for allegedly stealing a chicken as a child.
What?
Yep. America's sweetheart. Turns out to have an evil side.
Now, Mila Kunis, she's not American. She's originally from Ukraine. And this woman claims that when they were children, Mila Kunis stole... She was jealous because this girl had, an amazing pet chicken named Doggy. Which is a weird name.
Yeah.
Out of all things, too.
And so it just so happens that this girl, I think her name's Kristen, was emotionally distressed because she lost the chicken, that she had to go to therapy, move out to LA, and start a music career.
Oh my God.
And she just so happens to actually have a music video out, I think.
How convenient.
How convenient. And she's suing Mila for stealing the chicken. And Mila and her husband, Ashton, made a video response in which she was answering a lot of the questions. She doesn't feel that she stole the chicken when she was younger, that she's just being, called out. And when asked if she was given any papers for the lawsuit, she said no, but emotionally, she's been served.
Which is hilarious. What? How convenient. You come to LA, you probably saw that Mila Kunis was popping over here. She just had a baby. She's married to Ashton Kutcher. She married her
living the American
sweetheart. Basically living the American dream. Who doesn't want to become an actress and marry Ashton Kutcher? That's what every girl says since the dawn of time. I want to marry Ashton Kutcher.
I know I've been saying that. I want to marry Ashton Kutcher.
And the woman, she's not even asking for much. She's only asking for $5,000. So is this really a real lawsuit?
Yeah,
really?
It's frivolous.
Really? Or you just want some attention? And conveniently, she has a music video out.
Yeah, conveniently.
Oh, come on. And then on top of that, some reports say that if this woman really did grow up with Mila Kunis at the time she said she did, the woman would have only been 1 year old. So there's no way in the world that you even remembered your chicken named Doggy, which is a ridiculous name.
Are you kidding me? I'd remember my chicken named Doggy.
Brian.
Because they're making it out to be the most amazing chicken in the world. And if you have the most amazing chicken in the world and you name it Doggy, you don't forget it.
That has always been a weird thing to me, too. Why do people have chickens as pets?
I knew someone that had a pet chicken.
I knew someone that had a pet chicken, too. And then the chicken proceeded to have, little chicks.
Really? My friend's chicken had, a feather growing out of its foot.
That's weird.
So every year at, the little fair we have in my town, that chicken would be on display.
Oh, my God. They ridiculed that chicken. You know what kind of animal I would want?
What?
A pig. I want a teacup pig. So one time in class, I got really bored, as usual. And I decided, let me look up these teacup pigs where I could buy them. So I saw these websites that were saying, do not buy into this. These pigs do not stay small. And I said, well, why would they call it a teacup pig? Because when they say teacup Yorkie, it traditionally stays pretty small. No, these teacup pigs, they stay small for 2 to 3 years. Then eventually they grow triple their size. They become the size of me, just hunched over. There's a woman with her teacup pig, and it's huge.
Yeah.
It could be as well, probably 300. Well, I'm bad at math, but 300 pounds. That
really?
This pig could come out to. I'm not trying to have a big pig in my house. I mean, and then what am I supposed to do with it? It's gonna grunt, and it gets really ugly. It doesn't stay cute, and you're just
I'd still have that.
I just want you for superficial reasons. I just want a pig in my house so I could be Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
But Brian does have more news.
I do. So, I remember the other week we were talking about that site to match you with people that look like you in the world.
Yes.
Well, now there's a new site for that, and that's called Tinder, after a brother and sister have been separated for 16 years, reunite after being matched on the site.
Ooh. See, I did hear something about that.
And it gets creepy, because they were flirting to each other.
They were
before
flirting,
they realized.
But one is in Holland, right? And the other one's a halfway across the world or something like that.
I think so. I forget where the other one's from.
I don't know. I try to understand the story because it says that they're 50% related. So I'm do you share a parent then?
Probably.
Right? That's what I'm assuming. Either way, I think what happened was the boy decided, I'm going to fly over to Holland, and the first thing he does is join Tinder. So he obviously has his priorities straight.
Yeah.
And he finds this girl, and I guess they hit it off, and they start flirting, and they finally decide, Oh no, they realize that they have similar backgrounds, which is like it's plausible. I mean, I don't think it's too weird that.
I can only be with a woman who has the same background as me.
Oh, Brian, that's weird. Can you imagine you dating a girl that has a twin?
Everyone always says like, oh, if you find a pair of twins, you and your brother should date them. I'm like, no, that's creepy. I don't need that in my life.
That is creepy. But so they decide, oh, you know what? We have similar backgrounds, and they're like, that's kind of creepy that we have similar backgrounds. They decide to meet up, and they're like, oh, it's my sister. How funny! I was flirting with you. They didn't actually do that, but that's how I pictured it in my mind. Because can you imagine? What if they got like really, really gritty?
Yeah.
That's uncomfortable. I cannot even imagine like if I. But wouldn't you recognize your own sibling? I don't care how long it's been. You should somewhat recognize your own sibling.
Yeah.
Or get that vibe. That's one of my fears, even though I know who my brothers and sisters are.
What if I have a triplet out there?
Yeah, what if you do have a missing triplet and you don't know it?
That'd be
you don't know. Well, that was an interesting.
Yeah, that's an interesting little piece.
People are strange when you're a stranger.
Another big news for everyone that's shaking the nation is Kanye West removed all mentions of Tidal off Twitter, and even changed his like little profile picture from the Tidal image to something else.
What did he change it to?
Probably himself. Let's get real.
I wonder if Kanye West loves his daughter more than himself, or does he still put himself first still?
I feel like that whole obnoxious thing is just an act at this point that he has to.
I don't actually believe that he is as obnoxious and self-centered as he puts himself out to be. Because at the end of the day, these celebrities do have to put up some kind of front and an act. Yeah. So I think he's just playing along with the whole I'm a butthole type thing. But this whole thing with Tidal is tanking badly.
Yeah, it's
really,
bombing.
really bad. And I'm not surprised. We said it on the show. We don't think that this is going to do well. You're asking for too much. Pandora and Spotify, they're beating you. I think they're like 1 and 2 right now, going neck and neck, or 2 and 3. I can't remember the numbers, but they are beating out Tidal, so now Jay-Z's getting nervous because his app is failing, and you know anything Jay-Z touches is supposed to turn to gold because he is the King Midas of the hip-hop world. So it's getting so bad that now him and Beyonce are releasing a joint album on Tidal.
Yeah, that's like their saving grace, I guess. I think the biggest problem was when they were like, oh, we're trying to help out the artists get a bigger cut out of it and all that. Please. And then you have all millionaires up on stage. I think their combined net worth was like $3 billion together.
Oh my God, they're suffering so much.
Yeah, so it's like,
even though J. Cole and Kendrick look like they're suffering.
Yeah, so it's like, where's the starving artist that you're talking about that needs the help?
Illuminati.
I think I also read a story that Kanye said he is not part of the Illuminati, which exactly a person in the Illuminati would say.
I am not a part of this organization group.
Yeah.
Or can you imagine they're all like whispering in each other's ear like Hail Hydra?
I had a friend who like it was a kind of like, it's not the nicest thing to say, but he was like disproving all Illuminati things, and he's like, yeah, you mean to tell me an organization of a bunch of old rich white guys would let rappers in?
Hey,
it's very racist thing to say, but honestly, if the Illuminati is around, just like, you know, Knights Templar, it's not going to be the most progressive people ruling it, kind of like with the Oscars.
Okay, I could see that.
Think like Oscar nominations.
But wouldn't they be smart
like
and like pick the people who are like kind of not running the world, but are like ruling and the most influential?
Yeah, that's supposed to be the Illuminati. They're behind all those.
Right.
Like it's supposed to be, yeah, President Obama is technically the ruler of the United States, but the Illuminati is controlling him. They're telling him what to do.
I really wish that I had like God's eye or something. And I was able to find all this stuff so I could know for sure. I hate being up in the air like, I don't know, it's speculation. I want to know. Is there really Illuminati?
Yeah.
Is National Treasure a real thing? I need to know. Nicolas Cage needs to come and give me the answers.
Just to find out, like, all those crazy conspiracists, everything they say is true.
Can you imagine?
Then you just gotta be like, oh man, all these.
I'm so sorry,
There's some
sir.
crazy conspiracies out there.
I'm sorry, sir, for doubting you. My eye is killing me. But
everyone starts wearing the tinfoil hats.
But with Jay-Z and Beyonce, some people are speculating that they already had this album set and ready to go in case Tidal failed.
Yep.
Which I would not be surprised, because these are people that they will always make sure that they are like backed and ready to go.
Yeah. I hope, like, you know, they're smart and don't just release it only on Tidal. Make it exclusive. Make it like, oh, we're gonna release it on Tidal, and then 2 weeks later, everyone else can buy it.
Oh no, I think for right now, it's literally only being exclusive to Tidal.
And people are just gonna pirate it.
That's exactly what's gonna happen, and that's why Tidal is failing. All these like, oh, we have all these exclusive tracks. Guess what happens every time someone has an exclusive track? It leaks.
Yep.
And we get it.
That's
Welcome
like what
to
happened
America.
with Batman vs Superman.
Oh, that's
Someone
right.
leaked out the trailer, and they had no choice but to release the full one.
Exactly. So
good.
all these nice hopes and dreams that these starving artists have
Just
as they sit in their $1 million mansions.
Just say what it is, Jay-Z. It's a cash grab. You want more money.
Money! B better have my money.
Oh, the music's
That's
going to be
Rihanna's
better
song.
quality. No, it's not.
Please. That's what they say about beats, and I'm pretty sure it's
I
the
don't
same.
sit in a like high-tech studio just so I can hear that one little difference in your bass. I just
Ooh! Felt that bass in my heart.
yeah.
Just, I don't know. But, what other news you got, Brian?
So in Idaho, 2 parrots were saved from a house fire after screaming help and fire over and over again. Turns out there was no people in the house, just the parrots.
Isn't that crazy?
They're gonna be all right, by the way.
I always wondered if like parrots really could mimic people like that, and I'm not
They
sure
can.
the science behind it. Like I don't know if it's because they actually understand what they're saying.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to figure out. Is a parrot can say a lot of things,
But
but
are they,
they'd
like,
want to know if they understand what they're saying. Like,
yeah,
you could
but-
teach it like if it says food, it'll get food, but it won't know it's saying food as in like, you know, as we say like I want food. It's if I say this word, I'm given food. So it would say anything just.
See,
to
that
get
makes
food.
sense because that's like that's conditioning. That I know. But if a bird is saying, what was it, help fire?
Yeah.
Why is it conditioned to say that? Why did it know that there was a fire? That's an interesting
Yeah.
idea. Maybe they're smarter than we thought. I hate birds. I mean, no, I'm lying. I don't hate birds.
You
I'm
hate all
indifferent to
animals
birds.
apparently.
I don't
You
hate all
hate
animals.
big pigs. You hate insects. You hate birds.
We need a list of things that Spring hates.
You want to know? I think an easier list
would.
would just be things that Spring likes. You need
As I
to-
sit in silence, I don't
Yeah.
know. I like food.
Oh yeah, but I'm sure there's some food you don't like.
Oh my god, there's so much food I don't like.
Yeah,
I could totally go for a Philly cheesesteak. I haven't eaten breakfast yet.
I had a donut because I went to Dunkin' Donuts. Strawberry frosted sprinkled.
I hate you, Brian.
So good. And the French vanilla coffee on point today.
I hate you.
I don't think I can have any more coffee today just because I've been spoiled. Because it was perfection. Just the right
Oh.
amount of sugar.
Did you hear about Robert Downey Jr.'s
Walkout.
walkout?
I read a little bit about it.
Oh
They
my
were
god!
asking about like
I
his
didn't
family,
actually
right?
get to see the literal interview, but Robert Downey Jr. If those of you who don't know, Avengers, the second sequel, is coming out really soon. I think it's coming out
May 1st, I think.
Oh my god, that's like next
Although
week.
people already saw it and I kind of know what happens.
Shh, Brian. But
I
either
wasn't gonna
way,
see it
so
anyway.
he's doing the whole shebang where you have to go talk to journalists, you have to like basically promote your movie. You're being a drug mule for your
Yeah.
movie. So he's doing an interview with this man for Channel 4. His name is Krishnan Guru Murthy. And the guy's going through the usual questions, and he decides, you know what? Let me ask him about his dark periods in life. Now, for those of you who don't know, back in the 80s and maybe like late 90s, well, like early 90s, Robert Downey Jr. was a pretty, like, he was
Yeah.
pretty wild. Like, he was
He
in
drug
like doing
addict.
drugs. I think there was like a story that he was caught outside of his mansion. I don't know if it was naked or something like that, but it was pretty bizarre things that I guess like a Hollywood playboy would do, you know. And he went through a tough time. He went through rehab, but now he's doing well. It's been over a decade since this has happened, and he's doing pretty well for himself. He's
Yep.
done a lot of movies. He's literally the face of Iron Man.
Sold his soul to Marvel. and
Basically,
Disney.
but Marvel really helped him regain his, I guess, integrity,
Yeah.
dignity. What am I?
And then he
Public
made
appearance.
the judge.
That's what I'll go with. So this man decides, let's start asking him things about his drug use that happened, his
Yep.
partying. Robert Downey Jr. basically was looking at him as like, I'm not doing. He didn't actually say I'm not doing this, but he literally got up and walked away.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. I thought it was funny. I didn't think it could be a very diva type thing to do. But he's right. If you already answered any question you have about the movie and you're talking about drug use that happened a decade ago, why are you bringing it up? Why are you
Yeah.
digging for it? Nothing recently happened for you to be talking about that. Maybe like in a 60 minute and it's like a 60-minute thing, I can understand. You're trying to get into his life, maybe an E True Hollywood story, which they need to bring back. Okay, the last E True Hollywood story was about Selena Gomez. She hasn't gotten the ropes yet for that. She hasn't gotten any type of like stature for that. I don't understand why in the world she has one, because that is one of my aspirations in life. So I will have an E True Hollywood story when
I'd like
it's
an E
right.
True Hollywood story.
Yeah, I will.
Brian Walsh, The Journey to Perfection.
The Journey
Either
to
that
Perfection.
or a memoir called like Love, Life, and Gary Busey, a Brian Walsh story.
Brian, you're
And at
so
no
good.
point in the book will Gary Busey be mentioned.
Oh my
So you're
God.
left in suspense. Like, where's Gary Busey? The title promised me Gary Busey.
Brian. But
You're
I
lucky
just,
to have me.
You know what? Brian's one. I will. This is how I'm gonna go into the next segment. Brian's one-liners have literally had me crying. I can't anymore. I don't know where this has come from. I don't know if it's that god awful hat he wears that it like.
It's not god awful.
I don't know if all
You
of
are a
sudden-
hater. Demergis is a hater. Everyone's a hater. And I turn haters into motivators.
Okay, haters.
Do you
gonna
want me
hate.
to walk out? I
Do
will
not-
walk out.
Brian, do not pull a Robert Downey Jr.
I will
We're gonna
walk out.
We're gonna like take a quick break before Brian like has a diva attack, and when we come back, we'll talk about something more random.